the election, in terms of manifestos, BJP also didn't really talk about specific policies. And looking back even further than that, over the last 2 or 3 years, I feel like sometimes the BJP kind of lost steam after the first initial phases of Modi 2.0. A lot of new reforms or new policies have not been really announced and pushed through over the last couple of years. So now that we've got an opportunity for renewal, how do you see the next 5 years? Do you see new policies being pushed through, new regulatory reforms? How do you see it?
See, if I go back, so we have to, when you say move forward, we have to look in the past and see what is in the present. So, kal, aaj aur kal. Well, big reforms have always happened when the parties in power did not have an absolute majority. You go back to 1991, that was something which was a big event which happened. But having said that, sometimes majoritism also has come into play. We're talking about in India, basically 2017 demonetization which happened, and the after effects of that which is still being felt. One good thing which is there for the last 10 years, there was no leader of opposition. And now when we have one, so there will be much more in-depth review, but that is something which we need to look into. Other parties which we strongly believe is that irrespective of the parties in power, commerce is which matters a lot. And that is what will also define how it wants to move forward. I'll give some small, anecdotes or reality from what we do, so that how the financialization of the Indian economy is actually helping. In 2022, in India, the FIIs took out more than $17 billion out of India after a very long time. So it was negative 17 billion. Can you guess what was the amount which was invested by the local Indians? Any guess? 2 times of that. 34 billion was invested by the Indian public in the Indian markets. So that's the reason we find that the Indian markets today is on the upswing. The Nifty, the Sensex just 80,000 just earlier in the week. So commerce will run. So talking to what can happen in the next 5 years, did anyone expect demonetization? Actually no, but it did happen. What is happening out on the ground? So who has traveled to Jaipur from Delhi? How much time it took you, when you last visited from Delhi to Jaipur? 2.5 hours. So Delhi-Bombay Expressway, 2.5 hours flat, you will reach Jaipur. So you touch down at the terminal at 6 a.m. you can have breakfast in Jaipur. So that's how the infra is being built. If you go from, I'm from Kerala, but if you go from Kochi to Trivandrum, single side, it's smooth as a jiffy. So infra is being built, and there is no option. So infra will get built out there. So that is one positive. Though a little bit slow, but yes, it's happening out there. The road construction which is happening there is nearly 30 kilometers per day, and the impetus is to bring it more. So those basics which are being covered is there in place. So I'll say that commerce will determine a lot of happenings which will come in play, and 2, what can happen is still unknown, but good things should happen.